Jolly, I don't think it's the least bit nice that a little girl like you should criticize my humor. I want you to know that my jokes can stand on their own feet.
I told my daddy your jokes can stand on their own feet.
What'd your daddy say?
He said your jokes are old enough to walk.
Now listen, I've been trying to satisfy your daddy for weeks. Now what is your daddy like?
My daddy likes me to sing Big Boy Blue.
Well, then sing it. And I'll satisfy the sponsor even if you have to sing to do it. I bought a great big car from the finance company. I haven't paid so far, but no, they can't take that away from me.
Big Boy Blue, come blow your horn. Big Boy Blue, it's almost dawn, and the band will soon be gone. Come on, Blue, blow your horn. Big Boy Blue, it's getting late. Big Boy Blue, my feet can't wait. So before you abdicate, come on, Blue, blow your horn, 'cause when you blow hot, so hot, how am I gonna keep my feet, even with my two left feet? I must give in, I mean give out. Oh, Big Boy Blue, you know it's so. Big Boy Blue, before you go, send me fast and send me slow. Come on, Blue, blow your horn. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow. Jolly has her leader man, leader man, leader man. Jolly loves her leader man who plays her Sunday show. I know that they brought this famous man to New York town to show what he can do. Now Sunday night he spreads his fame. There they were, he was baby talking her, and the cuckoo in the clock said cuckoo. Every 50 minutes he crew, cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. Be a pal, says the fella to the gal, and the cuckoo in the clock went cuckoo. I believe they're starting to woo, 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 woo. They didn't know that everything they said was overheard. They didn't hear the little birdie giving them the bird. So he says with a sigh, who's your little peachy pie? And the cuckoo in the clock went cuckoo. Though I'm just a little cuckoo, I'm not as cuckoo as you. Then he closed the door and went through. Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. There they were, he was baby talking her, and the cuckoo in the clock went cuckoo. Every 50 minutes he grew. A cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. Be a pal, said the fella to the gal, and the cuckoo in the clock went cuckoo. I believe they're starting to woo. A woo, 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 woo. They didn't know that everything they said was overheard. They didn't hear the little birdie giving them the bird. So we said with a sigh, who's your little peachy pie? And the cuckoo in the clock went cuckoo. Though I'm just a little cuckoo, I'm not as cuckoo as you. Then he closed the door and withdrew. Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. La da 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 cuckoo.
Hello, little girl.
Hello.
Yeah. How'd you get in here, dear?
On my daddy's ticket.
Yeah, Daddy's ticket. Where's your daddy?
Looking for his ticket.
I'm gonna have trouble with you, too, eh? No fibbing, no telling lies. You know George Washington?
How do you do, Mr. Washington?
No. Not me. What is your name, by the way?
Jolly.
What's your name?
Jolly.
Jelly?
No,
Oh,
Jolly.
Jolly. That's a very cute name. It fits you. My name is,
Oh, my daddy told me your name. It's,
don't need to guess my name, dear. I'll spell the name for you. It starts with M. M-I-L...
Oh, yes, Miller. Joe Miller.
Your daddy told you.
Yeah.
Your daddy tells you everything, that is.
Uh-huh. My daddy told me you must spend a lot of money on razor blades.
Yeah, he's right. I used to spend a lot of money on razor blades, but now I get Gillettes and I save money. How does your daddy know I spend a lot of money on razor blades?
He says you're two-faced.
That's what your daddy says.
Yeah.
I'm two-faced, but I'm not, am I, Jolly?
Oh, I'm sure you're not two-faced.
You see, I'm not two-faced.
Because if you were, you wouldn't use that one.
That's very good. That's a wow. Listen, I've stood enough of this long enough. I don't care what your daddy says. The nerve of your father sending you out here to make trouble for me. This is my premier performance. Jolly, listen, honey, I like you, but run along. See, and someday, if you're a nice little girl, perhaps I'll buy you a little gift.
A gift? Thank you.
How would you like to have a little monkey around the house?
Goody, when are you coming over?
My daddy said. What are you laughing about, Seymour? What's so funny?
What Jolly said. My daddy says you're two-faced.
You're late. That's 3 jokes back. You know that, right? What's the idea of Hall sticking a little girl on that like that on me? What's the matter? My daddy said. Who cares what her daddy says?
You do.
Why?
Her daddy is our sponsor.
Her daddy is. Oh, her daddy is my boss. I wonder where I'm working next week.
Eileen Barton, our 9-year-old bundle of joy, who had a surprise for us tonight. She has a nickel.
I was waiting for a bus. Wouldn't come, so I
see.
walked.
If you keep hanging around with Vince Calendo in the studio, you won't have a nickel. Goody Goody, she says.
So you met someone, set you back on your heels. Goody goody, so you met someone, and now you know how it feels. Goody goody, so you gave him your heart too, just as I gave mine for you. And he broke it in little pieces. Now how do you do? So you lie awake just singing the blues all the night. Goody goody, so you think that love's a barrel of dynamite. Hooray and hallelujah, you had it coming to ya. Goody goody for her, goody goody for me. And I hope you're satisfied you answer you. So you met someone, take it back on your heels. Goody goody, so you met someone, now you know how it feels. Goody goody, so you gave him your heart too, just as I gave mine to you. And he broke it in little pieces. Now how do you do? So you lie awake just singing the blues all night. Goody goody, so you think that love's a barrel of dynamite. Hooray and hallelujah, you had it coming to ya. Goody goody for her, goody goody for me. And I hope you're satisfied you answer you.
Well, we've got the audience up to where it sounds like 40.
Mr. Sponsor, if you're listening in, I'd like to sing tonight. Now, please don't try to pull the eyes over my wool. Wool over. I know it's a big request, but I've made my bed and I'll butter it. I admit it's not in my contract. That's one of the things you left out, along with the salary. Now, listen, boss, these are the last few words. I'm desperate. If I don't get my way tonight, I won't be responsible for the consequences. You've got exactly 5 seconds. Phone me your answer. Do I sing or don't I sing? Ah, there it is. Hello? Yes, this is Berle talking. Yes? Oh, you do? Oh, that's fine. I appreciate your saying that. Well, if you insist. Yeah, I guess I am terrific. Yes. Thank you. Goodbye. Well, Jolly, you heard it. Looks like I sing.
Was that my daddy?
No, it was my mother. I don't exaggerate. I always hesitate before I use the words colossal or great. But I know you'll agree, the moment that you see the one I rave about, you won't blame me when I shout, here comes the girl that I call perfection, my first and last selection. Here comes the girl. Here comes the girl who's a real heart wringer, who swings me round the finger. Here comes the girl, knows I'm jealous, flirts with fellas till I start seeing red. Wanna take it, take and shake it, but she gets the kiss instead. Here comes the girl, she's my income taker, my future breakfast maker. Here comes the girl, here comes the girl. It's the sponsor's daughter, says things she hadn't oughta. Here comes the girl.
There stands Berle. How can you take money? Daddy says you're so unfunny it makes him Berle. You're even loco in the cocoa. You're touched in the head.
Who told you to say those things, my darling? That's what my daddy said. Goodbye, little girl.
See you here next Sunday.
Not unless I'm paid this Monday. Here goes that.
That was Here Comes the Girl, written by Milton Berle, and Milton, that sounds like a hit.
Jolly, look at me and you realize that I'm the bright light of this program. I'm a glittering star. In short, I shine like a beacon.
Then why don't you powder your nose?
Boy, I stopped the dead in her tracks. She can't ad-lib with me. Sing, Jolly. Play, Andy. Fine. Sing.
Listen, my children, and you shall hear of the strangest thing. They say that I was born to swing. Oh, listen, my children, and you shall hear how I got the craze from rocking in my cradle days. Now, all the kids would go to sleep like other sons and daughters, but not for me. My mother had to sing me Muddy Waters. Now, listen, my children, though love is king, I can get along as long as there's a song to swing. Now, gather around me, children. The lesson today is history. Yeah, man, a personal, private history that you never knew. Oh, lungs the bridges falling down, falling down, falling down. Oh, lungs the bridges falling down, my fair lady. Oh, the farmers in the dell, da-da-da, the farmers in the dell. I hold the dairy, oh, farmers in the dell. Oh, listen, my children, and you shall hear the way that I was taught to sing my nursery rhymes. Little Jackie Horner sat in a corner, put in his thumb, pulled out a plum, hollered, what a good boy am I. Now all the kids would go to sleep like other sons and daughters, but not for me. My mother had to sing me Muddy Waters. Now listen, my children, though love is king, I can get along as long as there's a song to swing.
Oh, very good, Jolly. Listen, my children.
This program is so peaceful, it's so jolly.
Well.
Oh, that sounds familiar. Jolly, the sponsor's daughter. Hello, Jolly.
Hello, Milty.
Milty. Milty and Jolly, that's cute.
I like to call you Milty.
You like to call me Milty? Okay. But what does your daddy call me?
Oh, I can't repeat that.
Jolly, I can't stand any more of this. Listen, let's you and I run away together.
Together?
Yeah, together. Except you go alone, by yourself, do you? Please.
Okay, I'll stay if you insist.
You'll stay.
Anyway, my daddy sent me.
Who cares if your daddy sent you?
You do.
Why?
My daddy's the sponsor.
I want... What is this here? Shush. Will you shush? Shush.
Shush! What are you, a white guy? Don't you shush me.
Charlie, who is this?
Mr. Berle, this is Sedgwick, our chauffeur.
Sedgwick, the sponsor chauffeur? I can see where he'll drive me crazy here.
Charlie, why don't you keep away from Berle? How many times have I told you not to go slumming?
Slumming? Slumming, well, I like that.
Well, I don't. Let's go, Charlie.
Go ahead. You're a fine-looking chauffeur. What do you know about autos?
Plenty. It's about time you change your oil.
What a chauffeur. I bet you can't even unfold a road map.
I don't need a road map. I've been driven to San Francisco, Cincinnati, Ford, and Seattle, Sacramento, and Snittle you.
And where?
Snittle you.
Sniffle you? I never heard of snittle you.
I always put in a pool of people.
Yeah, that's a doing, yeah. What a mentality. Say, do you know the way to the insane asylum?
Sure, I'll drive you back.
Well, drive yourself back first.
What do you mean drive myself back? Listen here, boy. What are you trying to do?
Don't argue. No, wait a minute. Don't argue. Don't get excited. Don't get excited.
Excited? Who's excited? I'm not excited.
Will you... What is this tonight? Jolly, what are you laughing about?
Last Wednesday, Fred Allen.
All right, goodbye, Jolly. Goodbye, Sedgwick.
Oh, we'll go just as soon as I sing.
Just as soon as you sing? Jolly, I'm sorry. But I'm afraid you can't sing on the program.
Well, don't be so afraid. She's going to sing.
You're not going to sing.
You're going to
Listen, this is the finish. I'll put a stop to this right now. You've gotten away with it before, Jolly, but now things are different. I'll brook no more interference. I'll stand for no more insults. I'll do my comedy when, how, and as I if. This is my last word to you. Do you hear me? This is final.
But my daddy's the sponsor.
Sing.
My best friend, everything grand about my best friend. I couldn't live about my best friend. I mean that mom of mine. You meet friends in every walk of life, and you may love them too. But there's one who means my very life, one who makes my dreams come true. My best friend, everything grand about my best friend. I couldn't live without my best friend. I mean that mom of mine. If I'm blue, I see it in her eyes. She's blue too. Oh, how I idolize my best friend. I mean that mom of mine. And in the morning, when I go to school, she waves goodbye from the door. And in the evening, she's sure to be found, cuddled up there in her favorite chair. My best friend, what if I'm up or down to the end? I can depend upon my best friend. I mean that mom of mine.
Well, if it isn't little Jolly buzzing in again. And so at this time, Gilletteco and I will say to you, cheerio and hello, Jolly.
Oh, Phil.
Sil? What kind of a nickname is that?
Oh, that's just my daddy's nickname for you. Your full name is Imbecile. I don't get it.
You don't get. You cut it out. Listen. The way you talk, you'd think you were Gracie Allen.
Go on. I bet you tell that to all the Berles.
Jolly. In fact, you're inclined to be precocious, sarcastic, perturbing, distracting, capricious, and definitely disturbing.
And I'm pretty, too. Keep quiet, George. We will now start the program by having Jolly sing that wonderful song, which was written by Nick Kenny, entitled My Cabin of Dreams. I bet you Jolly will be sensational, and I hardly know the girl.
That's a nice state of affairs. The sponsor's daughter thinks she's Gracie Allen. Dan Seymour insults me like Don Wilson. Andy Sinella has a bunch of cads in his orchestra like Ben Burney. In a minute, they'll have me thinking I'm Milton Berle. They can't pin that on me. Sing, Jolly. I'll be all right in a minute. I'll be right back. I'll be all right.
When the sun in the sky bids the daytime goodbye, like the willows I sigh for my cabin of dreams. At the ending of day, I start wending my way with a heart feeling gay to my cabin of dreams. Swinging down through the lane, singing love's old refrain, I'll be home once again, tapping my window pane. When I open the door, I'm in heaven once more, with the one I adore, in my cabin of dreams. When whippoorwills call and evening is nigh, oh, I hurry to my cabin of dreams. A turn to the right, a little white light will lead you to my cabin of dreams. Swinging down through the lane, singing love's old refrain, I'll be home once again, tapping my window pane. When I open the door, I'm in heaven once more, with the one I adore, in my cabin of dreams.
That was my cabin of dreams, the house that Jolly built. Why do you come here?
My daddy sent
Your
me.
daddy?
My daddy wants me to listen to you.
Well, your daddy's smart, making you listen to me.
Yes, I was naughty and he's punishing me.
You see, when little girls are naughty, they're punished. My mother doesn't punish me because I'm not a little girl, see? Yeah.
I'm not a little girl. Don't you wish you were a man?
Yeah, don't you?
Goodbye. I'm sorry you have to go.
All right, don't have to go.
Who says you don't?
My daddy says
Dad. I don't care what your daddy says. Right now, I tell jokes.
I know, right after I sing.
Right after you sing?
That's what my daddy says.
Who cares what your daddy says?
You do.
My daddy's the sponsor. Listen, I'll straighten this out once and for all. I've got a contract. Danny, give me that phone. I want to call him. Hello, operator? Get me Blue Blade, 5425. That's right. Get it. Get it quick, like they do in the movies. Hello? This is Milton Berle. Is this a sponsor? Now, listen. Now, let me do the talking. I'm supposed to do something on this program, and your daughter comes in and says she wants to sing. Well, that's right. That's why we got to settle this once and for all. Either I'm the star or I'm not the star. If I'm the star, there's nothing to worry about. If I'm not the star, there are only two things to worry about, and they're both your daughter. Now, remember, I don't have to take this abuse. Rudy Valley wants me, Ben Burney wants me, Kate Smith wants me, Major Bose... No. Everybody, now you know how I feel. Yeah, that's the way I feel about your old job, and from now on, that's the way it's going to be. You'll do as I say or else. Let that be a lesson to you. Goodbye. All right, Jolly, sing.
Mr. Paganini, please play my Rhapsody, and if you cannot play it, won't you swing it? And if you can't swing it, you'll simply have to sing, 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 sing. Everybody start to sing, la-dee-ya, whoa. Now you're singing with a swing. Sing, 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 sing. Everybody start to sing, la-dee-ya, whoa. Now you're singing with a swing. When the music goes around, everybody goes to town. But there's something you should know. Oh, baby, oh. Sing, 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 sing. Everybody start to sing, la-dee-ya, whoa. Now you're singing with a swing. Da-da-da-da-da-da, ra-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra-ra. Da-da-da-da-da-da, whoa, baby, whoa. Sing, 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 sing. Everybody start to sing, whoa. Now you're singing with a
Great Milton, swell, jolly, cute child. She's only 10 years old. Would you believe it?
Introducing Zeke Manor's newest protege, 10-year-old Miss Eileen Barton.
You've gotta give a little, take a little, and let your poor heart break a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. You've gotta laugh a little, cry a little, before the clouds roll by a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. As long as there's the two of us, we've got the world and all its charms. And when the world is through with us, we've got each other's arms. You've got to win a little, lose a little, and always have the blues a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love.
That's right. Sing her again, gal.
You've got to give a little, take a little, and let your poor heart break a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. You've got to laugh a little, cry a little, before the clouds roll by a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. As long as there's the two of us, we've got the world and all its charms. And when the world is through with us, we got each other's arms. You got to win a little, lose a little, and always have the That's the glory of love.
Gosh, Eileen, that was great. Is it true that you're only 10 years old and that you've lived in New York City all your life?
Well, not yet, I hope. I told you I was only 10 years old, Vicky.
She's all right, isn't she, Mr.
You
King?
bet. Great stuff, Zeke, and you too, Eileen.
Little Jolly will now sing a song by request. She sang it a few weeks ago, and her daddy requested she sing it again. Are you ready, Jolly?
Yes, unfunny.
Trying to win me over with compliments, eh? Why?
There's something in the air that warns me to beware tonight. There's something in the air. Oh, there's music in the breeze. I never saw the stars so bright. There's something in the air. Though I find a twinkle in your eyes, it's so new. I've been blind, but now I realize what you can do. Oh, I feel it everywhere. So whisper you'll be mine tonight. There's something in the air. Though I find a twinkle in your eyes, it's all so new. I've been blind, but now I realize what you can do. I feel it everywhere. So whisper you'll be mine tonight. There's something in the air
Little Jolly will clear up this trouble with music. Okay, Jolly?
Okay, Mr. Berle.
Sweet mystery of life. Where's my detective magazine? I like mysteries.
Trouble don't like music. Everybody sing. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Whoa, everybody sing. Trouble don't like laughter with a joyful ring. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Whoa, everybody sing. Mr. Gloom don't want you to desert him. But if you can, won't you try my plan? But Gloom don't know won't hurt him. Trouble don't like music. Let your voices ring. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Whoa, everybody sing. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Whoa. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Whoa, everybody sing. Mr. Gloom don't want you to desert him. But if you can, won't you try my plan? With Gloom don't know won't hurt him. Trouble don't like music. Let your voices ring. Oh, everybody sing. Everybody sing.
Oh, there goes Little Jolly. Boy, she's plenty of trouble, but she sure makes music.
At any rate, here comes Eileen Barton, a little girl we're always glad to introduce to you over and over and over again. Our 9-year-old bundle of joy, and what a bundle of joy she is. She always has a nice smile on her face. She's always got a quick comeback, too. She's going to sing a song that you've heard, and I'm sure you'll like it. It's called Wahoo, Wahoo, Wahoo.
What's going on?
Wahoo!
Oh, give me the plains, a pair of reins, and my boots and saddle too, and let me wahoo, wahoo, wahoo. Oh, let me get at a lariat as a steer comes into view, and let me wahoo, Wahoo, Wahoo. Give me those wide open faces. Each time I see a sort of star, I wanna be away out there. Oh, show me the pal who'll steal my gal and hand me my 32 and let me wahoo, wahoo, wahoo. Whoa, Rudy toot toot, your toot toot toot, and toot it till you get blue. But let me wahoo, wahoo, wahoo. Oh, jing jing jing, your jing jing jing, and jing it the whole night through. But let me wahoo, wahoo, wahoo. Zoom on your roll, zoom zoom over, and fiddle on your fiddle-dee-dee. What you do's okay by me. Oh, pluckety pluck your plunk plunk plunk, and pluck it all you care to. But let me wahoo, wahoo, wahoo. Whoa! Hollywood's queens who grace the screens, acquire the habit too. They wanna wahoo, wahoo, wahoo. Oh, this is no calm. They earned it on the horse of their contract through. How they wahoo, wahoo, wahoo. Give me those wide open faces. I wanna be there with those rails. Wanna ride those hills and dales. Oh, maybe to rest out in the west, but make it of May with you and let me wahoo, wahoo, wahoo.
Very nice work, Eileen. Very nice work indeed. That's it.
Tell me, Jolly, are you interested in reptiles?
Why, sure, Mr. Berle. You fascinate me.
This is Reptile Berle, folks. And while I snake out of here, little Jolly will sing as only this 10-year-old can sing. Wake up and live. Sing it, honey. Oh, I don't know what's that.
Wake up and live, don't mind the rainy patter, and you will find. Mind over matter, dark clouds will break up if you will wake up and live. Oh, wake up and live, show the stuff you're made of, just follow through. What are you afraid of? You'll try it, won't you? Say, why don't you wake up and live? Come out of your shell. Hey, fella, find your place in the sun. Come out of your shell. Hey, fella, just see you go getting son of a gun. Wake up and live if lady luck is yawning up on your toes. A better day is dawning. Don't let up, get up and give. Give yourself a shake, Mr. Wake up and live. If you seem to be pessimistically inclined, if life seems to be a bitter pill to swallow, here is a song optimistically designed with a very simple formula for you to follow. Why don't you wake up and live? Don't mind the rainy patters and you will find. Mind over matter, dark clouds will break up if you will wake up and live. Oh, wake up and live. Show the stuff you're made of, just follow through. What are you afraid of? You'll try it, won't you? Say, why don't you wake up and live? Oh, come out of your shell. Hey, fella, find your place in the sun. Come out of your shell. Say, fella, just see you go getting son of a gun. Wake up and live if lady luck is yawning up on your toes. A better day is dawning. Don't let up, get up and give. Give yourself a shake up. Oh, wake up, Mr. Wake up. Don't let up, get up and give. Give yourself a shake up, Mr. Wake up and live.
Very good. There goes little 10-year-old Jolly who pesters me till I'm dying, but it's a living.